Hello everyone, my name is Andy. Today is Saturday, July 22. Time is around 1:45 GMT, and we will have a look at the Dow futures on the Wanda platform. So it's Saturday, markets are closed, but in the weekend I always have a look at the higher time frame, the weekly, the daily, for investors, but also for traders as preparation for the trading week. So my take on the Dow is that we did a wave one to the upside here from the March 2020 lows. We have 5 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We end with divergence, so this looks a complete structure to the upside. Then we did a corrective move to the downside. So I labeled this as a wave 2. In my primary scenario, I believe the wave 2 low was in here. Normally, we should retrace into this area here. A wave 2 should retrace to the 0.5 and to the area between the 0.5 and the 0.854 FIB retracement. This did not happen for the Dow, but yeah, okay, sometimes this is possible that we only have a shallow wave 2 retracement, and actually we were not so far from the 0.5 level. So I think this was our wave 2 low for now, and from here we might see more upside. If we know our wave 1 and if we know our wave 2 low here, then we also know the target for our wave 3, and this we can find by taking the length of wave 1, the length of wave 2, and then our target for the wave 3 is here between the 1 and the 1.618 FIB extension. Of course, this is not for tomorrow. It can take months and years to play out. We should also go in 5 waves to the upside. So from time to time, we will have our pullbacks. But yeah, overall bullish for now. However, like we still did not take out or all-time high. If we would take out this high here, we would have more confirmation about this target, because then we would continue the sequence of higher highs, higher lows. But now it can still be that this here is still actually our wave 2 correction. So our bearish scenario in the weekly would be something like this, that this is still like a corrective move, and that we have, for instance, our wave A, wave B, and that now we can have a wave C to the downside deeper into this area to complete a wave 2. So this is something that is possible. Of course, we cannot exclude anything, but it's not my primary scenario. Simply because, as you can see, the low is or wave 2 low is here. Current price is here, so it makes more sense to assume a bullish scenario from here. Overall, the Dow is also bullish. So yeah, but it's something that we cannot exclude, and that's why I'm sharing this bearish scenario with you in the weekly. And if we would move for some reason back into this area, yeah, then I will start to consider this bearish scenario as our primary scenario. But for now, this is not the case. So let's continue with the bullish scenario. So I think we are working here on this wave 1, and yeah, it might get interesting, because maybe this wave 1 is I'm sorry, let's go to the daily. Maybe this wave 1 here is finished. Yeah, actually the daily is not that interesting. I think we have better, like, the 4 hour. We can see more on the 4 hour. So our wave 2 low that I just showed in the weekly is situated here. And so yeah, now um, like the question, like I was doubting to update my higher Elliott wave count this weekend, but I would still like to stick to this count because it better aligns now with the lower time frame. Like the lower time frame, then I mean the structure here. Like if you watch my daily updates, you should notice that I believe this structure here is ending, and if this structure here is ending, it could mean that this is the end of a bigger move to the upside, even the end of this wave 5 here, which would mean that it is the end of this wave 5, which would mean that it is actually the end of this wave 1. And if this is the case, we might be ready for a deeper pullback as a wave 2, like to correct this entire move to the upside here. Like if our high is in here, then our wave 2 target is the area between the 0.5 and 0.854 FIP retracement. So this area. Now I know it's very risky of me to predict here the end, like the top of a higher time frame structure. Like although this looks the best count for me now based on this data, like you cannot really. That does not mean that in the higher time frame you have to short here. Like in the lower time frame you can, but in the higher time frame, like I yeah, I would take profit here in this area, but I would not short it because like there is still um like if we see next week in the lower time frame a good push to the upside, so that we take out all the divergence here. For now, we have divergence, but it is it's not really outspoken. But then we could move like in a scenario like this actually, that this is our wave 3, that we have a good push here to the upside, and that this is our 3, then we have a 4, and then still a 5 to complete this higher level structure. This is something that is still possible, of course, but yeah, with the data we have now, I think this looks the best. Although, yeah, it's very risky to present or to predict the top here. I know, but yeah, for me, like on the lower time frame, this is ending. There is also some divergence here if we compare this wave 5 to this wave 3. We start to break this upward RSI trend line, which would mean that a downward cycle can start from here. We also have our 5 waves: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have divergence or wave 5 compared to this wave 3. So I just interpret the data as good as I can, and this is what I see. But yeah, if we have our push up to the upside next week, and if we erase this divergence, I don't mind to change my count. It's not a matter of being right or wrong. It's a matter of doing the interpretation as good as possible, and then see how we can trade it. As an investor, the conclusion is that you wait for the pullback to buy again. You do not buy here. Like this is buying at the top. It looks like we will reverse from here. So there is no point in buying here. The thing that I would do here is taking some profit actually. And as a trader, yeah, we mainly focus on this structure, and yeah, you should know that in the lower time frame, I also think that this is finished, although there might be a more bullish count that we are working on a wave 3 here, but this is something that we will analyze next week. If we can take this trade, so then it would be like a similar trade like I took on the Nasdaq on Wednesday. But yeah, like this is the best interpretation I can do, but just know that yeah, we can still do something like this here. This can still be our wave 3. Then yeah, we might also see something, yeah, three, I don't think so, but something extremely bullish would be, and I had this count earlier, until last week I had this count, something like this here, that this was only our wave 1 or wave 2, and that we now have a very bullish move to the upside. Still possible if we erase divergence next week, if we have a good push up, but yeah, for now I cannot return to this scenario as my primary scenario. This looks like yeah, like the best interpretation of the data right now, and the consequences of this interpretation is that as traders we simply look at this. We can ignore the higher time frame. We look at this, but ignore, I mean, we have to be careful with our long trades from here. So normally you buy the pullbacks in an uptrend, but as we reached some ending structure, we could change dynamics. Like we could turn bearish, and if we turn bearish, yeah, then it's dangerous to go long, of course. So this is something that we have to see next week. And for investors, I believe we are in an area to take profit. I would only buy again if we have a very good pullback like this wave 2. Okay, that's my analysis for the DAO. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, comment to support my work. And I see you on Monday for an analysis of the lower time frame. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.